Hi everyone, my name is Anna and I'm an AmeriCorps member through Project Conserve in Western North Carolina. I'm serving at RiverLink as the education coordinator, so I go to schools or meet classes at streams for stream ecology lessons.
Hi, it's Sarah and I'm serving as RiverLink's AmeriCorps Watershed Resource Coordinator through Project Conserve.
Today, myself and the other AmeriCorps members at RiverLink, Sarah and Hallie, want to give you the opportunity to learn a bit more about AmeriCorps, RiverLink, and ourselves. We're going to be doing an interview inspired by the Hot Ones series done by First We Feast on YouTube. In Hot Ones, the interviewer Sean asks really engaging questions for his guests to answer while they eat increasingly hotter wings. Hallie is going to be asking myself and Sarah questions while we eat hotter and hotter wings.
I'm already regretting this decision.
We hope you learn a lot and enjoy the interview.
Let's do this.
This one is the Taco Bell hot sauce.
Yep.
And it has less than 500 Scoville units. Probably.
RiverLink's motto is Experience, Learn, Conserve. Which of these three aspects speaks to you the most? Which do you think your position is most involved in?
Experience speaks to me the most. I have learned a lot personally through my position so far with firsthand experience, which I think is like the best way that I learn. So yeah, experience and learn, but experience being like a conduit for learning.
I would kind of say the same thing. Yeah, a mixture of experience and learn. My position is more about the learning, but it's through experience too, especially when we get to take the students out to streams and have them get into the water and find macroinvertebrates and be able to touch things. So yeah, learning and experience definitely speaks to me the most too.
Okay, second question.
This one is the Taco Bell Diablo sauce.
Which I've never tried myself.
I tried to look up the Scoville rankings, and one thing said like 700 or 800, and another thing said like 350,000. So I don't know where it falls in the scale, but it's our number 2.
What has been the most difficult aspect of your term of service with AmeriCorps so far?
This whole COVID has definitely thrown a curveball. So yeah, I would say adjusting to this, it's not really like something that happened because of our service. So I don't know what like aspect of service in particular, but yeah, this has been the biggest challenge and adjustment for me so far.
Definitely trying to figure out how to do virtual online or video lessons and kind of delving into video making and editing world has been a challenge because that's not at all something that I've had a lot of experience with. But outside of this, if we had asked this before March, it's always a kind of challenge or something that I have to keep up with, kind of being an authoritative figure when teaching students, making sure that I'm comfortable with like being the leader. So that's always a challenge. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, that one was a little spicier than I remember it being. So let's go on to number 3, which is our good friend Sriracha.
Are you ready for the third question? What is the greatest lesson you have learned during your time at RiverLink?
I would say greatest lesson I have learned is just how many people are willing to be involved and help and work really hard at helping. We've had some awesome volunteer work days where people have gone the full time where we thought maybe they would only want to do just like an hour, and they get so much done. So it really helps, especially before getting back into this field, seeing how many people really care and want to do something about that care, because you can easily get lost in people who say they don't and don't want to do anything about it. But yeah, so just learning how many good people there are around.
A big thing that I've learned about through this AmeriCorps experience is collaboration, like the power of bringing together multiple groups and multiple expertise to really get stuff done, and like you just get a lot of cool new ideas when you are able to collaborate.
How are you guys feeling?
It's getting a little warm.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Onward and upward, I guess. This one's Tabasco sauce. Yum.
I don't know if I like the taste of Tabasco.
All right, question 4. Tell me about a time when you have felt unprepared for the task at hand and how you overcame it.
So my very first service project that I led, like volunteer day, was with a group of high school boys, which I feel like is just not the easiest group to work with sometimes. So I felt a little unprepared for that one because it was just like right out the bat thrown to the wolves. But yeah, I think just through trying different methods of communication with them, I learned kind of what works and what doesn't work.
So getting together the art poetry contest, contacting people for prize donations and like cafes to hang up their artwork, that's not something that I have done before. So that was a process to learn how to ask people for free things, but not for me, for the children. So yeah, that was a learning curve, but just really doing it, getting in there and not worrying about it so much helped to overcome it. And the more I talked to people, the more comfortable I felt, especially when they were like, yeah, I'd love to, you know, people are more willing to be involved and help than I thought.
Anna, you're looking quite pink right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys starting to feel the heat a little bit? A lot of it?
So the next one is one that might be out of order for me. Either way, this is the one that was like a super hot one, diluted. So it might just still be really hot.
And this one for me is Marie Sharp's green habanero, which I think is like 8,000 Scoville.
Doing it. Ooh. At first, all I got was tomato sauce because that's what I diluted it with. And then it hit me.
So while you're suffering there with the heat a little bit, I'll go ahead and ask number 5. How does your term of service fit into your long-term goals, and where do you see yourself immediately following this term?
I think I'm going to do a second term. So that answers the second part of that question. Long-term goals, I want to do more research on like ecological restoration, particularly like it would be cool if it had a tie into like water quality, like remediation side of things. So this definitely fits into that with me, and I think ultimately I am really interested in working in the nonprofit sector or just like academia, but like leaning towards nonprofit.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna I most definitely am gonna do a second term as well. So that's the immediately after this, just doing it again, trying to get more experience. I think I would like to either work in nonprofit or some sort of environmental education, but also one that has animal care. So kind of a mixture of the two, be able to use program animals for teaching about environmental related topics. Yeah, so hopefully using what I'm learning now as our education coordinator to go forward.
Okay, ready to go.
Ready
Yep.
for our
All right,
next one?
number 6.
Number 6.
Okay. And so again, this is the start of my dilutions until we get up to the 2 million Scoville. So it's the same sauce, but mixed in with lots of tomato sauce.
Yeah, this is the one that might be out of order for me. So we'll see about it. What if I just like forgot to put in the hot sauce and it's all tomato?
That would be a nice surprise.
Yeah, a little break. Oh.
Did you forget?
Yeah, I think I did. I think this is just tomato.
Oh, no. No, it's just delayed.
Okay. I'll ask you your next question, number 6. What were you most nervous about before starting your position? What was the outcome? And how did what you were nervous about play out?
Well, I guess for me,
Oh.
I moved back to Asheville to start this position.
Oh,
You doing okay there, Anna?
it's so sneaky.
So I guess I had concerns about starting in a new place.
It's like lingering on the bottom of my mouth. I'm sorry. Continue.
Adjusting, meeting new people. Like feeling a sense of community, because a lot of like what we do is centered around like the community. I was just welcomed with open arms. It really feels like a little family at RiverLink, and like any times I've had questions or didn't know how to do something, it's been really easy to ask and to get feedback. Anna, I'm just dying to hear your answer. Come on, your turn. Let's go.
I'm so sorry. I just looked at Hallie laughing at me and I died.
It seems like you're both struggling a little bit, and that's really hilarious to me.
I almost just blew a snot bubble.
I was really nervous about getting back into kind of the environmental ed field because I'd been out of it for like 2 years, and I didn't know how easy it would be for me to just like jump right back in and start doing it again if I'd remember anything that I ever learned about teaching. And it turned out a lot better than what I thought. It was so easy to get back in, and I love it. So it's a really good position to be in, and I'm really glad to be back in the field. Yeah.
How are you both feeling after that one? Is it lingering on the palate?
Yes, yes it is.
Yep.
Are you ready for number 7?
Ready as I'll ever be.
You're over halfway. You're at number 7, so that's great. You're doing fantastic. I believe in you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna take a big old bite.
Oh, I'm doing the opposite.
And what?
Oh my god! I didn't hear anything you said, Hallie. Sorry, repeat that.
What hot sauce are you eating now? Is it still a
This one's
dilution?
like a 50% dilution of the 481
Okay.
for me.
I'm on it's like a 1 in 7 dilution of the Wicked Pickle,
Okay.
the 2 million Scoville one.
All right. And I'll ask number 7 now. Tell me about what you consider the most impactful thing you've done while serving at RiverLink.
Something impactful that I've done.
I can go.
What?
So I would say with some of the groups that we've worked with, they've been groups that don't really get to do the lessons that we bring to them a lot. They don't get to go on field trips or have like the stream table come to their classroom. So getting to work with those groups, and it's a free program that's offered to them, I think that's the most impactful because we can provide them this positive experience, this really cool thing that they wouldn't get otherwise.
Most impactful thing I've done. was part of a workshop that built a rain garden at an elementary school in Black Mountain. And then after we did that, we had a lesson with the children about what rain gardens are, and I thought it was really cool to like build that and have the direct impact, and then teach the kids about it so that they knew also what was going on.
You're so close. Only 3 more questions. Only 3 more hot sauces.
I'm so sorry. I had to step out for a second there.
I can do this.
Okay, you guys are eating number 8.
Yeah, so this one for me is the 100% of the 480 Scoville one.
Nope.
I'm just gonna go for it, big ol' bite. I'm gonna regret this.
Yep.
This one said on the bottle, more than 1 drop is suicide.
How many drops did you have?
It was a tablespoon, I think. Just to clarify.
All right. Question number 8. How has the coronavirus pandemic impacted your service?
I'm getting loopy. I think things are starting to spin a little bit. So, at first, I was able, oh God. I was able to still do field work before the stay-at-home thing started. I'm in pain. And that was like really cool because I was out in the parks doing what I normally do. And a lot of people were really interested in knowing what I was doing, or they were just there like go RiverLink, because I had my visibility vest thing on. And that was really cool because I was getting a lot of like direct feedback or like a lot of thanks. Oh God, I'm literally like shaking right now. Then, oh, my battery's gonna die. Hold on, friends. I'll be back.
I've had to switch to like virtual learning and figure out how to connect with students and teachers through, Instagram Live or Zoom, or just making videos of lessons, and figure out how to do some of that stuff with things I have at home, because I don't have access to a lot of our, teaching equipment. Like this stream table, I can't just bring that to my house and have it set up here. So yeah, I definitely have that switch to virtual and online things, but it's kind of nice though, because then we get to have that for going into the future too, so that we can offer it to more people.
Since then, I'm shifting a lot to like making videos and stuff, which is something I've never done for work before, but I've done it for like classes and stuff in school and like for fun. So it's cool to be able to use like what I've done in the past and what I've learned and stuff for work and for creating videos to teach people and kind of expand our reach with who were able to instruct, because like I'm taking what we would have done as workshops and turning it into videos that we'll be able to reuse and like share on the internet. So that's cool.
All right, and when you're ready, we've got number 9.
Okay, this one is a 50% dilution of the one that was like 2 million plus Scovilles.
Okay, good luck. All right, question number 9. What is the most interesting, exciting, or weirdest thing you have done while in quarantine?
Oh God, don't breathe in through your nose too hard. It will bring all the spiciness down your throat. I had a good answer for this question. Okay. Whew. I have been playing music very loudly and singing, dancing while I work. And I'm not talking like whistle while you work kind of stuff. I'm like belting out, like I think my neighbors can hear me because they started singing the same song yesterday, later in the day. And like full like dancing around, and it's gonna be weird not being able to do that anymore. Whew.
If at any point you want to demonstrate that for us during this interview, please feel free.
I'm not gonna sing, but the dancing, oh God, I hope this doesn't make me throw up.
Jumping through the air, dancing around. It was kind of scaring my dogs the other day. They were like, "Mom, don't kick me." Obviously I would never kick my dogs, but they just didn't know how to handle all the energy and the loudness of the music and the me.
What is the most interesting, exciting, or weirdest thing you have done while in quarantine?
This is probably it. Yeah, especially because I'm not a hot sauce person. So this is definitely outside of my usual realm. And I've gotten to like take photographs and pictures outside and got to chase like a little snake around in the grass. So that's probably it. I feel it like right in my ear here and going along my jaw. And I don't like it.
Woohoo! Are we gonna do the final dab?
Maybe for the cinematic experience.
You're challenging us to do the final dab. Fine, Hallie, we'll do the final dab.
God, I hate you. Okay, that's yeah.
I just poured more on here.
Oh,
Okay. Oops.
this is hot sauce number 10. The final, the hottest.
So at first it's kind of nice. I don't know, it's like not that unpleasant.
Nope.
And then you keep swallowing, and you're like salivating, and you realize it's not nice at all.
So you got that question for us, Hallie?
I do, if you're ready for it. Question number 10, the final question. What is the first thing or most exciting thing you're dying to do once the quarantine is lifted?
I'm gonna go to aerial space and hang upside down, fly through the air and stuff. I'm gonna give a hug to every person that I see. And whenever like music is a thing again, like I don't know if we're gonna be able to have big crowds right away or if it's gonna be like, you know, like piece by piece. Oh, I just like shot almond milk everywhere. Yeah, concerts are something that I'm looking forward to happening again.
I really, like, the whole time we've lived here, talked about going to the Pinball Museum. There's one in Hendersonville and the one downtown Asheville. So I'd want to finally actually go do that and maybe go on more hikes than what I've ever done. So, like, get out of the house more rather than stay in the apartment so much.
And how are you both feeling at this time?
So much pain.
Oh, golly.
It's just like lingering on the bottom of my mouth. And I don't know what to do to make it go away.
But we did it.
Yeah, you guys did a great job.
You're next, Hallie.